What's up, everybody? Welcome to the PixelPlay podcast. As we all have survived a week of what felt like, I don't know, like 7 years of showcases. Like, at least if you're me and Chris, I'm sure Kaylan didn't even bother watching most of them, because it's almost like he's got commitments to things.
Yeah, it's hard to nowadays get several hours to sit around and watch video game trailers with young kids. So,
and then collectively, Chris and I were like, PC Gaming Show, Wholesome Direct, Asia Direct. We got time. It's fine.
I took yesterday off from work, a vacation day, to watch showcases that I missed.
Nice.
That's my life right now.
Well, that was your life yesterday.
Oh, true.
Gotcha.
Yesterday.
But yeah, we're going to be talking about, well, I'd say we were talking about all of the last 7 days. This is not going to be a 6-hour show, so no, that's not how this is going to go. We're going to talk just about the big four. We are going to give Kaylan a little bit of a shot to go over the state of play because he wasn't here last week, but mostly we'll just be talking about state of play, Summer Game Fest, Xbox Showcase, and the Nintendo Direct from earlier today as we record here on Tuesday night, and give an idea of what we thought about the four big ones, whether we thought they did what they were supposed to, and then we'll rank them and see which one came as the supreme, totally E3 showcase this year.
It was a showcase this year.
It was a showcase.
No, it wasn't a showcase. It was a lot of showcases.
Yeah.
True.
We'll talk about what we've been playing for a sec, but just a brief thought of like what you guys thought about the day, or the week, because my whole thing is, there is so much stuff, and I can't tell what doesn't look the same and what doesn't look different anymore. So much of that stuff's bleeding together now.
Yeah, for me, like, it makes me miss E3. Like, I miss this type of thing.
I miss the car on stage every Xbox show.
I think there's a difference. Like, I don't like what this iteration is. Not to say I don't like this, I didn't appreciate or didn't enjoy myself, but like,
yeah, I mean, we love seeing all the games that we're going to play in the next 12 months. That's
but
great.
This feels like a poor man's E3, and it makes me miss actual E3. Like, I miss the
there's no
conferences.
grandeur to it.
Yeah, like, it's just I'm like, what am I doing with my life? I'm sitting here watching commercials for hours. Like,
the closest we get is Jeff Keighley bringing out Snoop Dogg to talk about, how Tupac is getting used in a game. We'll get to that in a second, but
don't even get me started on that. So, but like, it makes me like it's good. Like, I'm glad that I have this, but this is like the girl that got away, and now you're always like kind of like, oh man, I miss her kind of thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I had until it was gone.
Yeah, I shouldn't have broken up with my girlfriend for Jeff Keighley. Like, that's a bad decision. Yeah.
But and we'll talk about it at the end, but all I know is that, you know what? It's at this point that it's a bit now. Every single company needs to call me and ask me how to set up a show, because every single one of those major four shows had a massive problem in them that I will not overlook. They do not know how to structure shows at all. But that's a problem that I can't fix quickly, so, But anyways, let's talk quickly about what we've been playing. I'll boot us up because I just got one quick thing I want to go over. I know Chris wants to talk a little bit about it too, because I finished Coffee Talk Tokyo.
Heck yeah.
It was a blast.
I thought you were going to go, it was a game. Like, well, yeah.
So funny you say that. There was actually a point where I was sitting there being like, you know what? This is kind of just fine. Like, it's just more of what I want, but it's not doing anything. And then as you got towards the end with the ghost girl, I'm like, shit, this game made me cry. Coffee Talk's not made me cry before. Damn it. I'm going to give you a 10, because I always have to give games that make me cry a 10.
Yeah, it started off like, oh, this is just more Coffee Talk, and then all of a sudden it was straight emotions, 100%.
Yeah, because, I mean, like, it did everything that we expect. Like, this is their third edition of this now. So it's really the same formula. It's still the same art style with a visual novel with a bit of coffee making on the side. But a lot of it's always just been the interactions between certain characters, how some of the stories they tell kind of relates to certain real-life issues. Like, I know in the early days, there was a lot of focus on racism. Like, that was a big thing that they went through. And, like, obviously things of, like, interracial marriage. Like, they really hit hard on that the first time. Chris, do you remember what the big themes were in 2? I'm forgetting for some reason. Like, what was
I think it was mental health.
Key drivers. Yeah, I think you're right on that.
I think it was about that.
And then this one was clearly dealing with death. Like that was
Yes.
the big theme in this game, was dealing with death
Yes.
and dealing with loss.
Very much so. Literally, someone's a ghost.
Well, well, there's also several characters that mention stuff like that, or like losing something, like one character
Yeah.
losing their powers and their eyesight, one person losing their loved one person kind of like losing their purpose because they're retiring from work. So like a lot of it is dealing with different kinds of loss. So they
Yeah, it
really
was
did
definitely loss.
stick with a different theme this time. This one was the much more like, okay, we're taking some real serious topics that are going to make you sad kind of stuff. Whereas some of the other ones were like challenging. This one was more like, no. You're going to feel some shit.
Yeah, 100%.
And originally I wasn't sure if I was liking the fact that they were going even more in the magical side of things, because a lot more of the characters this time around have more powers to this. Because it used to just be, okay, here's like the sort of orc character, here's like the siren character, and like there was some stuff like that, but they never really had like stuff to them other than maybe like there was the vampire in the last episode that was immortal kind of stuff, or there was the werewolf that could transform it like under the moon. So like there was that, but they never really went very deep into like the spiritual powers. But since again Japan is very much into that culture with, you know, mysticism and stuff, like it definitely made sense for them to also go that route. So I think they did a good job of fitting it.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, Chris, like you can tell me what you think about it, but the only complaint I have is that I thought a lot of the soundtrack sounded a lot like other songs.
I'm pretty sure that one of the soundtracks is just from the previous games.
I don't think it is, actually. I think
Really?
they did reuse one of the songs that Rachel does in the second game, but I think a lot of what they were, because I listened to them kind of back and forth, I think Andrew Jeremy, the composer, just took, because this is a coffee shop set in a different location, because the first two were in Seattle. I think that they used this thing of like playing on these are like different, because they kind of play with the idea that like you are one being that is all these baristas in these different cafes. So I think all it is the soundtrack is like a slightly different rendition of the same tracks, because they all sounded close but not quite perfect, like not one to
Okay.
one.
That's
I think
why
that
I
might have
was-
been an
yeah.
intentional thing too.
Yeah. Yeah, the music didn't blow me away this time, but I don't think that's my number
more
one thing with
atmospheric
it.
anyway.
Yeah, it's atmospheric music. I still love it as background music. I still play Coffee Talk music on Spotify all the time. So no real complaint there, but I do understand what you're saying.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't say it's anything crazy. It's just more it does its thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a great game to get through. I was very addicted on my... I mentioned I had the day off to watch game showcases, very video game day off for myself. I sat outside and played a whole bunch of it on my Steam Deck out in the sun for like hours. I couldn't stop, honestly. It was addicting to find out what part of the story would play out next. As long as I served the right coffee, as we all know. Life only
Yep.
goes in the correct direction when you serve the correct coffee.
Correct.
And you would know that.
I would. I was playing Coffee Talk while drinking coffee. That's what I was doing. So,
That's
And then just
immersive.
quickly, I dropped Pragmata, not because it's a bad game. I just, after a couple of weeks, I still haven't touched it, and I just kind of went, I'm not getting the urge anymore, so I just quickly looked at the synopsis for the plot. I kind of am glad that I didn't play through another 10 hours of it, because it seemed like it was not really going to do what I wanted to. I'm not saying the game was bad. I actually do really love the combat in that game and the movement. The story just wasn't clicking enough to get me. Like, if 9 hours in, I was fighting the urge to like go back in and play it, even though I liked playing the game, that tells me just how much the story was not doing it for me. And after reading the synopsis, there's probably some people that will take to it better than others. But, like, for me, that one is just like, I'm not playing another 9 hours to get through that story knowing what I know now, so whatever. I still think it's good, but I couldn't get myself to finish it, so.
yeah.
But
That's
that's
the next
it
game
for me.
on my list to play.
Nice.
You'll probably have a better go of it than I will, but, like, it just got to a point that, like, there's so much other stuff I can be doing as well that I was just sitting there being like, if I can't get myself to play this 2 weeks later, like, when am I ever going to start again?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Chris, I think you said you had a couple other things, so you want to
Yeah,
go over those?
I don't have anything to go into in detail. I've had a big gaming week. I've been very into gaming lately, probably because of all the showcases and stuff. I've put like 35, 40 hours into Forza Horizon 6. Nothing new
How
to
many
say
hours
there.
are you at to now with that game?
That's that's like my total hours.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
But it's only like a week and a half old. Like it's not, it hasn't been out that long, or maybe 2 weeks. But yeah, I'm around like 40 hours now, just because I was playing other things. Because I did beat 007 First Light. Talked about that a ton last week. Have nothing to add, and I'll let Kaylan kind of share his thoughts with the game. I finally beat Capcom Picross. I don't know what to say there. I just beat
so when you started the Konami one.
250 puzzles. No, honestly, I was originally going to buy the Konami one right after this because I went to go buy it, noticed I'd missed one, which was Capcom, so Mega Man, Street Fighter, like so many cool images. But 250 puzzles later, I'm like, holy fucking shit. Like I'm
So
done.
you're burnt
Like,
out of that. So it's perfect timing to start playing Persona now, right?
no, that's that I'm not going to do. No, I'll go back to Picross. I just need a break now. So beat that, so 007 that, and Coffee Talk. So I beat 3 games while every so often in between I'd hop into Forza just for driving around, racing, good beats, good vibes, and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, I know I'll
beaten,
probably
but-
getting into 007 because you're going to be adding me to your Steam library, not this weekend, but the next weekend, so I'll probably be playing that soon. I think the next thing I'm going to touch is Mafia of the Old Country, so I'll be able to get through that a little bit.
Yeah, I
Nice.
want to grab that on the Steam Summer Sale when it is in like a month.
Yeah, so hopefully I'll finally get around to that soon. So I'm looking forward to stuff. But Kaylan, what have you been up to? I mean, obviously it seems like you've been spying a little bit.
Yeah, being super sneaky. No, it's admittedly it's been a little bit hard to play video games in the Catastrophe House. Just we've got a lot of stuff going on, but I have been playing the new 007 First Light game. Absolutely fantastic. Really liking it. I found that the start is a little slow. Narratively, it makes sense why they do it, but it was a slow start to get going. But now that I'm doing the missions, like I am really enjoying it. I think it's really cool. It feels like. Do you guys ever play the Bourne game that was on the PS3, like the Bourne Identity game?
I remember it. I tried it. I think my friend had it, but I never owned it.
So this feels like a combination of like Hitman meets the Bourne series, in that they got the brawling aspect, which the Bourne series was like really famous for. So like I really like how they went that route. Like James Bond is rough around the edges. He's like he's not as smooth as like Agent 47 is, where like you're going in and you clean kill. Like it always ends up that I end up in some kind of brawl. I fix my tie, fix my collar, and then like make a quip, and we're back to schmoozing in like the high society. And I think that's quintessential Bond right there. So I feel it does a good job of capturing the feel of James Bond. I like the portrayal of Bond as like this young guy. You can totally see how he's going to grow up to be the James Bond that we know and love. It's absolutely great, and I think it's really cool the aspect that like you can bluff your way through things. Like there's times where I like have to deal with guards and I'm just like, I'm gonna bluff my way, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm here to check out like the plumbing, and they're like, all right, cool, go on ahead, and I'm like, suckers.
Some of the bluffs are so funny too.
Yeah.
You need like an extra button that's just after you walk away. It's just there's an extra button. You go fucking moron,
Yeah.
and why is you're walking off?
My only gripe with the game so far is the gunplay. Like I feel like the shooting mechanics kind of suck in this game, in that you can't use your gun at any given moment in the game. You're only given certain moments of like license to kill, and it feels very scripted. Like, okay, here's the shooting section, and I find that the shooting isn't very conducive of the game. Like it's kind of a cover-based shooter, but it's not. I don't have a lot of ammo. And you're just so outnumbered every time that, like, I find I'm dying quite a bit as I'm trying to get through the shooting aspects. And so I just find it slows down the game, and it makes me feel less and less like Bond. So overall, I'm really enjoying this. I am probably maybe 4 hours into it. I'm on mission 5, Chris, just to give you, like, context. So I assume, like, I'm probably, like, quarter of the way through kind of thing. So I'm really enjoying it and stuff, but like there are some, it's not perfect, but for me this is definitely one of the best games that I've played this year, and certainly is a contender for game of the year for me.
Oh yeah, same. Definitely a contender. When I finished it, I was like, I need a sequel to this game like tomorrow. So like, let's go.
Well, it's
Let's
good
make
thing
this
you
a
get
trilogy.
DLC soon. So
I really am enjoying this, and like it feels like a James Bond movie. Like it doesn't feel like a game that just slapped James Bond. It feels like it's James Bond.
Yeah, it feels like, honestly, like one of the best James Bond movies since like Casino Royale. Like it feels, and I love, like, I'm not going to say anything to give away spoilers or anything, But I do love that it, especially as you go more and he becomes a little bit more Bond as you like play the game and get towards the end of it. It feels like they took a lot of references and stuff from old Bond, like not just like the Daniel Craig, like, oh, I'm very rough and I fight. Like there's a lot of the quippiness and a lot of the other stuff that was more of the Roger Moore, Sean Connery, like kind of Bond moments and stuff, which I really like that. He's still the Patrick Gibson or whatever his name is has made it kind of his own. He is his own like young Bond, but he is pulling, I feel like, a lot from the older style Bonds, which I do appreciate.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's the roots of what's going to become eventually the Sean Connery or Roger Moore-esque James Bond. And the cool thing is like the social aspect. Like I said, the bluffing, but there's also like I'm in this one mission now where I'm at some like hoity-toity gala, and I have to get into security, and I'm getting in not by like punching my way through, but like I'm kind of sneaky, kind of like lying my way. I'm getting details about the environment, and I'm talking to people and being like, hey, I'm so-and-so. I'm looking to get in here. And they're like, okay, cool, do it. So I think it's really cool, the social stealth aspects of this. It's not just hide behind corner. It's you're actually being a secret agent in that you're out, and exposed, like you're out in public and being seen by people, but being coy about who
unless
you are.
Unless you're in a flower garden like this current video screen is, where I'm looking to be like, come on, guys, you can't see the friggin' dude in the flower garden.
He's a chauffeur. You can't see him. He's not to be seen. He's help.
Yeah.
But yeah, really enjoying it so far. I'll get back to you with like my final thoughts as I go, like I always do. I'm gonna be talking about this game for a month, and I'll give you guys updates as I go. But right now, I'm really enjoying it. It's cool that the gadgets you use dictate how you can go. So I've got one right now where I've got like a laser watch, and I can now cut through. I can cut through locks and stuff. But if I didn't bring that gadget, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So it's kind of cool how there's multiple ways of tackling things.
Yeah, I've run into missions where I didn't bring a certain gadget, and it's like I could have just gone through this fucking door. I just figured out how to solve this mission, and I can't do it because I don't have that. And then you got to improvise. I love that. I love that so much.
It's really good. I'm really enjoying it so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are the games that we are playing. Let's talk about the games we will be playing.
Heck,
Oh,
that's a segue.
What do you mean? There weren't that many games, were there?
I have a list of 19 games that I'm so excited for, and I had to just stop writing.
Well, like I said at the top of the show, Kaylan wasn't here the week prior when we were talking about State of Play, which Chris and I did stream, and it was fine. So, Kaylan, like, out of the stuff that you saw, like, what did you think from what they did show off?
So I think I benefited from the fact that this State of Play was really played down. Like I was talking to you guys, I was looking on Reddit, and everyone's like, oh man, what a mediocre thing, and like they hyped it all up for this. And I think that's what PlayStation did wrong here. I think them renting out theaters, making a big deal, like giving 2 weeks notice, really kind of set expectations high. And I don't feel like this was justified for that. Now, that being said, I went in with low expectations. I was kind of happy with how this turned out. Like, is this the best that PlayStation could do? No. I think there's like a lot of problems with it, but I mean, there's lots of games on here that I was really excited to see and that I'm interested in. Like, obviously, Wolverine looks amazing. Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis looks cool. I'm kind of like weirdly interested in Onimusha, which I didn't think I would be. I'm gonna kind of wait and see what the reviews are on like that one. But like Stuntman Hollywood, I don't know anything about that game, but I'm super excited about it.
Yeah,
like,
Yeah, they were an old
one.
series from the PS2 days. They were, or no,
Right?
was it PS1 days?
PS2, I think.
PS2, yeah. So yeah, like those ones are cool. I'm not super thrilled by God of War Laufey. First of all, I think that's a stupid name. I like really dumb. And I'm just not super excited for it. Like, it feels
Cool. Well, all the people that have been mad at our shorts that we talked about how the trailer made no sense when we watched it live, now you can join the fight of like how you didn't care for much of that either.
No, and it's not to say it looks bad. Like, I'm gonna play it. Like, it looks fine. It's just I am tired right now of God of War. Like, I really like it. Like, that game is very special to me because I became a dad right around the time that God of War 2018 came out, so like it resonates with me. But it's the same thing I say about Spider-Man, is like we've had 2 games in the span of like 6 years in that series. And for me, the new God of War, it's super cool. Like I like the God of War's wife, being widow. I don't know what the word is.
Well, I mean, at this point, it's yeah.
But like I know,
wife.
like she
widow
looks
Wii?
cool. She looks cool. It looks a lot more fast paced than it does with like Kratos and stuff. But it's just, I feel like I've seen it all. Like we're switching out some of the gods for other kind of religions and cultures and stuff.
I do like the idea there's going to be a much different mix of cultures, so you're never sure what you're about to see. I think that is neat. The only thing is that, again, like we said when we were talking about the trailer, it's just like we didn't know what the fuck we were looking at when we saw the trailer because there was no context anywhere.
I don't even think it's that I don't have context. It's just like I've seen giant creatures before. Like I've seen that. Like it's been done, and I was kind of. I'd like to see what Santa Monica else can do. Right?
There was this game. I think it was Donkey that said it in his video that he put out about this quote unquote E3, where he's like, I love that Santa Monica's made all these bangers, and yet they've never been given the chance to do something different.
And that's the thing. Like I'm getting a bit fatigued with PlayStation IP. Right? I can't remember the last time that we got a fresh new IP from PlayStation, other than like Returnal. Like, Naughty Dog's been making Last of Us. Sucker Punch has been doing.
What do you mean? Bungie made Marathon. It's fine.
It's just like we're just sticking with the same IP, and we're not getting like new. Like I want to. Like I'm super excited for what Naughty Dog's making because it's new and exciting.
It's why when we saw the stream, we were so disappointed that Fire Sprite was just given Until Dawn, and we're like, you didn't even give them something different to do. You just gave them like another franchise. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah. So that's my thing. Like the state of play, awesome. Like I really like the games. Like the games look great. I'm excited to play them. But especially with the PlayStation one, it all just felt like IP I've seen before. It felt like there wasn't a lot that was new that was exciting. And I think God of War,
it feels like because they've lost so much money on all their canceled live service games, they just had to go with every safe bet they possibly could.
That's the thing. The vibe I got from the show is they're playing it too safe. Like it's just all stuff we've seen before. Yeah,
like get your studios and get them all to make new stuff, right? Like that's what like Insomniac did it with Spider-Man in the PS4 era, and we loved it. Sucker Punch made Ghost of Tsushima. Absolutely loved it, right? Naughty Dog's weird. They didn't do anything new, but I
was so surprised we didn't get even anything about Interstellar.
Right?
Or Intergalactic, sorry.
Intergalactic, yeah. So, it's just, you've got these great studios who make great games, and I feel like what we used to do is, every generation, the studios would come and make a new IP, right?
Yeah.
I don't feel like we have a lot of new IP with the PlayStation 5 that I'm like, oh man, I wish we'd see more creativity on that side. So that's where I'm there.
PlayStation's being a lot like the movie industry right now. There's no creativity.
Yeah, and that's a problem because that's what PlayStation's known for. Great games, new games, exciting new things, and it kind of felt like, hey, sure, it's a new flavor of Sour Patch Kids, but it's just Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd think they'd have more IP, try new stuff, and then every so often you sprinkle in a sequel to one of the other IPs, and by then there's no burnout because we're seeing all this new stuff, and then all of a sudden, Horizon 3 or whatever the hell that would be called, and it's like, oh my god, it's been 7 years, I didn't even, holy crap, it seems like it's just being overdone, and fatigue I think is the best word that you use.
Yeah, nothing bad, just, nothing exciting.
Yeah.
Still my second favorite show of this week, though.
It was my third. I would put it third of four.
It was in my third as well.
Cool.
So we move on to Summer Game Fest. I'm not sure where to start with it, other than us. Star Wars fans are going to be eating well this year, eh?
Yeah.
We are.
Oh,
things are great.
So much Star Wars. But good looking Star Wars. Not
right?
I hope this isn't shit Star Wars.
Man, I'm so excited, guys. I know we got some good games coming out, like Wolverine and everything looks great, but oh my god, Star Wars time.
Yeah.
Galactic Racer, Zero Company.
Zero Company.
So good.
I
can't wait to play Zero Company with my kids. That's going to be the fun one to play with them.
Have you played much of XCOM style games like that, or Marvel Midnight Suns kind of deal? Have you played anything kind of like that?
I play Advance Wars.
Okay.
It's
Baby's first XCOM.
Yeah, it's like baby's first XCOM for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, like,
No,
oh
I
my
played
God.
I played a little bit of I've played some of those games before. It's not my style, but I feel like if one's gonna win me over, it's gonna be Star Wars.
Yeah, I was gonna say if there's any shot of it, it's gonna be that.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Like, oh my god, look at this.
But like
Yeah.
Galactic
You got
Racer
Sebulba, you got like
with
pod racers.
proper pod racing. Oh my God.
Oh my god, this is so good.
You know
And it
this,
looks so good too.
Yeah, you know it's good because even my wife was watching this trailer with me, and she's not a gamer by any means. She likes The Mandalorian, but like that's about it. Probably Pedro Pascal, honestly, that's probably what it is. And she saw this. She's like, "Oh, are we playing this like on day one?" I was like for real?
Yeah, we
We're
are.
like,
Yeah,
wait,
we
you
are.
want to play this like really intense racing game with me? Fuck yeah.
Yeah. She's like,
Oh,
it looks
man.
actually pretty. This is like a pretty game. I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks really good. Yeah.
And this is the stuff I'm really excited about. Like with these games, is that it's moving away from the traditional. Like, hey, it's not Battlefront or Star Wars. Yeah, Battlefront.
It's
Yeah.
not just another shooter.
It's not another shooter, or it's not just another. Hey, you're a Jedi kind of thing. Like it's, we're just getting a racing game that's Star Wars flavored. Like awesome. Like hey, we're getting an XCOM game that's Star Wars flavored. Awesome.
Yeah,
So,
like
yeah.
I can't say enough good things about that at the very least because like my God, like there was so much there for just I mean those two games alone. Like you're just sitting there going like, okay, I was not anticipating this to go as well as it has been, and like. There's a lot of things I can talk about how a lot of licenses are getting overused now, but like it just seems like Star Wars is in that point of like game-wise right now, like for the last couple of entries, like anything that's coming out, whether I like it or not, because obviously like I wasn't big on Ubisoft's entry, but you guys seem to like it a lot.
It was great.
Oh,
One of the
yeah.
golden age of Star Wars
It was-
games.
Yeah.
It's the
100%.
idea that like they're not just making the same two kinds of games. Like we're getting every different thing right now. Like I'm surprised there's not a Star Wars Picross game for Chris yet.
Holy
I mean-
fuck, Adam, put that out into the ether. Yes.
You're welcome.
God, I hope that's announced tomorrow. No, it won't be.
So, for me, these were my favorite games of Summer Game Fest, the Jeff Keighley show.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I have a bias towards them too, and they were definitely my, well, maybe not my exact favorite, but like they're in like second and third place.
So I found with this show, like there was a lot of stuff that I was really super into. The problem was getting to those things was a hassle. Like Chris and I agreed, we could have just turned the stream off for like
An hour?
about an hour between 5:30 and 6:30, and we would have not missed a thing.
This is my thing with like the show because I was like watching. I'm like, oh my god, it is way too long. Like no conference has no
Well,
E3 conference.
they want to have the grandeur. The problem is they think grandeur also means length, and because of
Yeah.
how much money they probably spend on renting out the theater and getting all this different stuff that they do, they got to pay the piper and accept Ben Starr coming out and shilling Fortnite for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
poor Ben
No,
Starr.
like they're trying really hard to make it big, and it's not big, it's bloated, and that's the difference.
Yeah, that's
And a lot of these games, like for me at least, like a lot of these trailers were like, there's nothing to them. It's empty. There's nothing there. Like I was really excited to see the what's the TMNT like Last Ronin game.
Ronin?
Oh,
Yeah,
Last
they-
It was
Ronin.
just a title
Yeah,
splash. Like,
there was
Yeah.
nothing.
come
to
on,
it.
get out of here.
yeah. I want to see the last Ronin. I want to see it,
Yeah.
and like they clearly don't have anything yet. And
Yeah, like you got a splash screen. Like, cool.
yeah.
I think
Yeah,
for me
like,
the
I
one
don't-
like
Oh, sorry,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
no, I'm with Pebble.
So the two that stood out to me, like the first one was Crossfire, which both me and Chris were really interested in.
Really? Okay, because I was just about to talk about this one too. This one for me was one that went from really excited, like you've got like the people from like Naughty Dog and stuff making a game, and it just looks kind of generic.
See, I
Like-
actually went the opposite because this looked like, okay, this is taking like what we traditionally see with Naughty Dog games, but then added the, like, again, some of the devs from Infinity Ward are included in this. So I look at this and be like, oh, it's like if Uncharted and Call of Duty had a baby together, and it's like the best of both worlds to me because the way that, watching the trailer, how they dealt with cover and how like the shooting mechanics of that were going to work, I looked at that and went, oh, this is the kind of third-person shooting game I've been waiting for a while because all the other ones have seemed so samey. Because it seems like it's bleeding together the cover and camera work that like Uncharted's been known for and a bit of those story elements, but then putting the balls to the wall action of like what we've seen from like some Call of Duty games. It's like taking the two things that I like the most and taking all the shit that I don't like that either of those games do, which in Uncharted's cases, there's a lot of like that shooting gallery dead time. And Call of Duty, it's so much of an emphasis on here's just the big moments. Here's the helicopter have to crash again. And it's just like, guys, no, I want to walk around. I want to explore, and I want to just slowly make my way around. I want to actually like let this breathe a little bit.
Yeah, they were talking about like the cover mechanic and moving, and I just like I don't know how that's gonna function. Like, does it just automatic like do you just naturally
it's gonna be way
adjust
more
it?
like naturally adjusted instead of like what it always was with say even like Mass Effect as you played recently, where it's like the hit A to hope that you actually like magnetize to the spot you want.
Yeah.
This is straight up going to be like, depending on where you are, how high the thing is, where your feet are, like it actually will automatically adjust.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this is one where I want to like it. It's right up my alley, but it just didn't show well. Like I have no idea what's going on. Like I feel like it didn't present itself well.
I didn't think I needed it for that one in the same way that say God of War. I really needed a little more explanation. This one, I'm just like, I've already seen what I need to know. It's Naughty Dog and Infinity War devs making some crazy shooter game with some sci-fi elements. I'm in. I'm curious to see where you're going with that. And once they get a proper gameplay trailer so we can really see how the combat works, like that'll kind of confirm that for me.
Yeah. I guess for me, like I was getting very much like Death Stranding vibes, and that was.
I do not have those vibes at all.
Yeah, I luckily did not have those either.
I give it more like the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare vibe, where it's got like a little bit of futuristic elements to it. But like it's not. I don't think it's going to go too over the top. At least I don't feel that way. Yeah, the other one, and this one came out of left field for me. I did not think I was going to give a shit about a Virtua Fighter game, but since it's being made by the Yakuza devs, and it sounds like it's going to be like a Virtua fighting game within a story mode that's kind of like Yakuza. I'm like, oh, you're going to give me a Yakuza game with Virtua Fighter, like fighting game mechanics? Okay. Now you have my attention because Virtua Fighter games are crisp as shit in terms of fighting. So you want to give me that system, but you now put it in the Yakuza guys' hands with the way that they have their amazing world building. Because like the place in, I think it's like a sort of fake Thailand location that they're building this in, and just how everything looks so incredibly like perfect for what that area would be, both in terms of like how all the architecture is, the food, just down to like the clothes that people wear there. Like everything looks so perfectly accurate to the area, and then just completely bypassing it by being like, and here's some crazy fucking Virtua fighting level combat, and I'm like, yep, I suddenly have to play a Virtua Fighter game, and I did not have that on my bingo card.
Yeah, same, to be honest. Yeah, I would have never... I barely play fighting games as it is, and Virtua Fighter's always been like at the bottom of the list, which is probably why they're trying something different.
It's that game you play in the arcade sometimes.
Yeah, that's why I think they're trying something different, because they know they can't be a Street Fighter 6 or Mortal Kombat 1 or whatever.
Well, yeah, they don't have Tifa in their game.
And they don't have Tifa in their game. So this is a smart move, I think, honestly.
Well, I mean, and Virtua Fighter's always been... Because I was watching Maximilian Dude, who's a big fighting game community guy. He was talking about how like they've always kind of been the ones that trailblaze for a lot of stuff and really try to take some bigger risks with stuff. This is definitely that. It's them like, I mean, obviously Street Fighter did something kind of like that with their new game, but nothing to this extent.
No.
So they're like taking what Street Fighter kind of started and went, oh, we can do this but better. So I'm very curious to see what they do with this.
Yeah.
Me too.
But yeah, those are my big standouts. I mean, I could talk about Final Fantasy VII, but I'm sure Chris will want to at some point anyway, so I'll let him handle that.
I mean, I am very excited for that. That was, by default, my number one at the show, just because it's finally, the third part. I'm a little cautious just because Rebirth didn't sit perfectly well with me. It kind of had a God of War Ragnarok effect on me, where I think I built it up and it didn't hold up how I wanted it to be. The open world kind of rubbed me the wrong way. The ending was a little not what I was expecting or wanting, that kind of stuff. But the third game does look good, and it looks like they've kind of fixed the open world by having an airship
I love the
that
idea
you drop
that like
down.
You just Fortnite into wherever you want to. Now you just parachute in.
It's like the Final Fantasy X system, only we get a cutscene of you actually parachuting in instead of just picking a point on the map and you just appear. But it does look really good. I mean, it looks a lot like Rebirth. They announced that it's coming to everything day one, which I think is very smart because the first two games were PlayStation exclusives. That was another thing with Rebirth I didn't like. Rebirth in 16 had a lot of performance issues if you tried to push it past the 30 FPS, and even then the motion blur was like turned up to a nauseating level for me and stuff to make up for some of the graphics. So the fact that they're optimizing it for like multiple things from the get-go and everything should hopefully be pretty good for performance and everything. But I am really, really excited for it. But again, I'm a little cautious just because of Rebirth. Yeah, and I do love Adam. Oh, yeah, go ahead. You're probably about to say what I was about to say.
What, job system?
Yeah, the job system.
Yeah. Well, the other thing I was going to say is also, and this is my frustration with the industry as a whole, they've made, if this releases next year in the spring like they say they are, that means they have released 3 games to the scope that these games have been in 7 years.
Yeah.
So what's everybody else's excuse?
Yeah. I guess once you got the engine built for the first one, and then you kind of do the second one. Third
so
one,
it
you're
sounds
just
like there's a problem that people just need to stop rewriting the friggin' engine every time or something.
Yeah. Or
in Sony's defense, they all built a live service game that got canceled, so.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Well, I should say Square's they don't need to deal with a live service game. They have like 10,000 gacha games on the go at any time.
Yeah,
so.
they have them. They're just in your phone. But also admit there was one other game at the Summerfest that has caught my attention. Again, I'm optimistic but cautious about it, and that was that game Clutch. I'm really into car games right now because of Forza Horizon. It seems like it's a story mode, like
it's almost like they
racing
took
game.
the Gran Turismo movie and then turned that into a game.
Yeah, it's like it's a guy who's like clearly having trouble in racing. I don't know if he gets kicked out or he gets disqualified, and it seems like he turns to like driving for criminals or something from the story, from what I could tell. And a lot of stuff plays out. So it's going to be story racing, story racing, story racing, story racing, and I'm here for that. Like, I'm so down for this, like a crazy story mode of a racing game. I hope it's good. It could be shit because it didn't show a lot of the racing, if any of it, really. It was mostly just the cutscenes.
Who knows? Maybe there's no actual racing. Maybe it's just a racing visual, not like
it's a
Until Dawn, but a racing
novel.
game.
If that was it, like I'd be upset. But if it's $20, I would buy it. That's how that would go. But yeah, so I'm cautiously optimistic about that one too.
Can I don't want to like give this, like, I'm not bringing this up because I was like impressed or anything, but as someone who played RuneScape in like the late 90s, early 2000s and dropped off, what happened to that game? Like that game had such a glow up that
too.
But like what a
Couldn't go away.
What a glow up of a game, because I remember it like 20 years ago where it was just like press the left button to do this and just keep doing this, and who like dies first, like
look, if people are enjoying it, cool, but like, man, every time they show trailers at whatever show it was, I'm like, guys, am I the only one that sees that this game looks like ass? Like, it looks functionally broken.
I don't know. From where it came from, I was like, no, this does not look like ass.
Yeah,
I was there in like the original
but compared
RuneScape.
to everything else on the show, like out of everything else that was on that Summer Game Fest, everything was here, and I can't even put my hand of where RuneScape was in terms of what it looked like quality-wise. Like, it looked fucking like it was a broken-ass game that was barely even in alpha.
I was more just...
There was worse games I saw this week.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I wouldn't put it at the lowest. But I would say it was the most annoying because every show I watched, like I think even the Nintendo Direct, RuneScape showed up. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? Stop showing me RuneScape. I get it. It can run
like,
on
Jesus
everything.
Christ, like, is Fortnite out of money? Like, does somebody else finally get to take that spot?
Yeah, I think they're just really pushing it, like, financially. That PlayStation, it's going to be on PS Plus Extra or something, like, on launch. So they pushed that. It's coming to Nintendo Switch 2 as a port, so they're pushing that. Like, I think they're just trying to put it in front of everybody, so you kind of just buy it because it's like, I should probably buy that RuneScape game. It's being pushed in front of me so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, small things. Man, that if you were a horror game fan, you were eating well.
Yeah.
Both Alien Isolation 2 and Resident Evil Veronica in like the first 15 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah. That was a strong start. I honestly thought Summer Game Fest was about to blow me
Yeah,
away.
because the start was essentially Resi, 2 Cuphead games, one of which is going to... I can't believe I called on stream, too. I said, oh, that thing's going to be on a Genesis cartridge, and then later it came out that it's going to be on a Master System cartridge. I'm like, I'm so fucking good at this. But Alien Isolation, then also Gen Atlas, the new game from the people that made Shadow of the Colossus, Last Guardian and stuff.
Yeah, Gen Atlas looks really good.
And that looked way better. Like, the first trailer didn't do much for me. The second time around, I'm like, okay, you have my attention now.
Yeah, this one looks really cool. I want to play Gen Atlas.
I do too.
The last thing I wanted to mention, like I said earlier in the show, I am now hesitant to play Stranger Than Heaven, even though it's made by the Yakuza devs, because now I'm very uncomfortable with the idea that I would be playing the likeness of a dead person that has nothing to do with this game, with how they put Tupac in there. It's very sketchy. I hope that the outcry that's happening...
Snoop said it was cool.
Yeah, the outcry about it has been very bad, so I'm hoping that might actually make the devs kind of go back and go, all right, we'll probably just switch it to some random black dude at this point. Because, it's one thing if it's... Because, if a Star Wars game came out and they reuse, Carrie Fisher's likeness, if she's Leia, well, that makes sense, because it's fucking Leia, right?
That was her work.
Yeah,
so
but,
they're gonna come out and
Tupac didn't exist in 1915 Japan,
Yeah. They're like, guys, we heard your backlash. We're not putting Tupac in. Let's introduce our new, original character, 3Pac.
Yeah, that. I felt very uncomfortable with that one, even though I really want to play that game. But then also making me uncomfortable, I almost forgot about it, Stellar Blade Blood Rain.
Oh, right, the sequel where...
Because the new character looks like she's 15.
Yeah, that was bothering me the whole time I was watching it. I was like, feel like this is a very sexualized 15-year-old.
And I play JRPGs, and I was uncomfortable.
I was gonna say, JRPGs. Come on,
that's
guys.
That's how you know when it's definitely crossing some lines. When even I'm going you pushed it a little far on this one.
Maybe at the beginning of the game, she'll just mention she's actually a 300-year-old dragon.
And people will be like, well, guys, in Persona 5, they wear swimsuits. I'm like, yeah, and you'll notice the camera doesn't conveniently sit behind their asshole the entire time.
Yeah, couldn't you just made her 25? It wouldn't have been
they're giving her the body of someone who's 25, but the face looks like you could even go further back. You could say she looks like she's 13 in some ways. It's a little much.
Yeah, that one is a little much.
I still got to play the OG though. I've got to get around to that at some point still.
Possibly a Steam Summerfest purchase. We'll see.
Who knows?
Honestly, though, the environment of this game so cool.
Oh,
the game. I'm not gonna play this. This is not my speed, but environmentally, it looks super cool.
Yeah, the graphics were pretty insane with everything, and the vibe, kind of
Oh,
cyberpunk.
last thing before I forget, I can't believe in the same trailer we saw that Sonic, who apparently doesn't need to be in a car, is now getting to deal with Godzilla and fucking Evangelion.
Sure, why not? Nothing matters anymore with Sonic.
I love this game.
What doesn't matter?
When they say Crossworlds, they fucking meant it, and I had no idea.
Yeah,
Holy shit!
It keeps getting better.
I'm like, what else are these guys gonna fucking throw in this game?
I'm very glad I bought the deluxe edition of this of that game. Getting
you're making money at this point.
I did it because of the Mega Man stuff. I was like, I get to drive as Mega Man, and Rush is my car. It's going to play the Mega Man music as I drive, and then it just keeps going and giving me more stuff. And I'm like, this game is wild. They're adding so much shit to it, and it's just Sonic racing. It doesn't need to go this hard. It's like the pause music from GoldenEye. It didn't need to do it, but it did.
But yeah, anything else anybody want to add from this show?
Nope. For me, this is my number 3 show.
This is my number 2.
This one, honestly, goes up and down for me. I currently have it in last place. It's number 4. And it's not because, there is so much stuff in it that I loved. It's just, I keep remembering that hour in the middle where I could have gone... It would be
number 1 had it not been for that.
Yes. I could have put a Sony State of Play right in the middle on top of all of it. And I could have just done both at once, and it would have been the greatest 2 hours of my life.
Because there are two basic complaints. One, way too much shit in the middle that just was for... I don't want to say it's for nobody, but for us specifically, we were dying. There was just nothing for
I was
a while.
really, really, really unhappy with the middle
and then
of it. So
Final Fantasy VII being the one more thing made sense. What didn't make sense was trailer, interview, trailer, bring up Matt Mercer, trailer, one more thing, trailer.
Yeah. What the
The
fuck
last
was that?
thing was 4 trailers and 3 spoken segments. Like, what the fuck, guys? It's supposed to end with a bang. Just put the trailer out and leave. It's not hard.
And
He's
they
got-
had
Jeff-
Benchgar.
Jeff Keighley's a little gun shy about,
It wasn't
one last
high
thing.
guard, I'll give him that.
Yeah. God. But yeah,
Okay,
so
can we
this
talk-
is my number 4.
Can we talk about Microsoft now? I want to talk about Microsoft.
Yeah,
Yes,
we can talk
we can
about
talk
Microsoft now.
St-
So are we
honestly-
all? I feel like we're all going to be in agreement. This was the number one.
Oh my god, this
Very
showcase.
much.
Say what you will about
It
Xbox
could
and
have
what they're
been
doing.
beyond number one. They ended it with Call of Duty, so that had to take a little bit off. But that show as a whole, like they were just bam, bam, bam. Just,
I was so glad watching this whole thing. Like I was so glad, except for one part that I have an Xbox Series S at home, and that's because if I didn't have one, I can get that green one because I want that green one.
Yeah.
oh, I fucking
dope.
need that so bad.
I need
See,
it so
Kaylan,
bad.
we should have gone to that thing. We could have gotten a free one right from there.
They didn't return my
Again,
email.
Xbox, the door was wide open, and they went, okay, we're not going to fuck this one up, okay? We're actually going to do some good things. We're going to be going, some exclusives are coming back. We're being good with Game Pass again. And by the way, here's a good thing that, like, for those that showed up to this really cool gathering that we did in person, like, you get some free shit. So, like, they're doing the right things PR-wise to kind of get back in the good graces for a bit. So we'll see how it
Yeah.
keeps going from there. But the games
No.
they showed off, damn.
For me,
Yeah.
like this was my number one, and it was because this had so many games. Like there was no dead time, and it was a combination of games that I knew and games that I loved and IPs that I know, but also new stuff that like I hadn't seen before. And I'm like, yeah, I'm down
State
for
of
this.
Decay's finally back.
I'm so excited. I've never played State of Decay, and I'm like, I'm in this time.
Oh,
when
yeah.
this comes out, like I was
This,
like,
this
yeah, I'd play
might be
that.
one of those
Yeah, I'd play
cases
that.
where I actually day one. This might be Helldivers, but without even me waiting a week.
No.
Because
Yeah,
I
I'm-
love the original
same.
State of Decay so much.
I never played the originals, but this sold me on wanting to hop
I wanna
into
play it.
this. Yeah,
I
I
wanna
want to
So,
play it. I'm same with
the
Kaylan
way
here.
that I looked at it, it's what I wish a Last of Us game would look like if it was multiplayer. Because like the way that like it is, like if your character dies, they're dead. They're dead. And you have to start, and you have to bring a new character in. But like the way that you had to traverse the area and collect your resources and slowly fight off zombies, but you couldn't just go ham on everything. You had to pick your spots. Like it did all of that stuff as well as you could for a game that was a first time. It was still pretty buggy because it was a studio that wasn't used to doing something to that scope, and I don't think they understood how many people were going to play it when it first came out. So like they've done all of that. My only hatred is that they really didn't show much for gameplay. So I'm like, okay, guys, there better be a showcase just for that game because I want to know more.
Yeah. But I mean, like Gears of War E-Day looks so good.
Oh, so good.
I wasn't psyched, and then the trailer came out, and I'm like, son of a bitch. All right, yeah,
Son of a bitch,
I
I'm
gotta
in.
play that.
It's like my
And
third
then-
most hyped game for the entire of all the showcases. E-Day.
Fable, like
Fable looks so good. Haley Atwell also
Yeah.
looks so good.
Like I'm so
like-
nervous about both, but I think Gears is a safer bet to be because like it's kind of
Oh,
hard to
it's-
fuck up the formula with Gears at this point. Fable, I'm more nervous about because I'm like if they don't get the vibe right, it's gonna be noticeable right away.
yeah. Yeah, and that's a big concern because it's like it's a new studio, right? It's not Lionhead making it.
Yeah, like
so,
I
like,
really
yes.
need to see like full game, like a full like 5 minutes straight of gameplay to really get a sense
Honestly,
of it.
I just want to like my expectation for Fable is I want a lighthearted hero's journey fantasy story. Like that's all I want. I'm not looking for something super deep or like
yeah, I
anything.
just
Like,
want to go around kicking chickens and being dicks to people. That's all I want to do.
right.
Well, it's being built in the Forza Horizon engine, so it should be great. Like it's
Yeah.
Well, at least
Playground
pretty,
knows
yeah.
what they're doing.
Yeah. And then
But yeah,
I feel like we just need to go through a couple of these games. Like the one thing
yeah.
I found is Halo Combat, the campaign evolved. That did not seem appealing to me. And
Not
here's
me
my
either.
thing. Like
If you've
it
never
feels-
played it before, I can get it, but like I don't need to.
But
I
the
don't need to
Master Chief
re-experience
Collection
this campaign.
exists, where it already has a remake of the first game, and it's great.
It's a little rough, but
Is it still rough?
My thing,
Okay.
it's still rough. Yeah, like it doesn't hold up. Like it's very dated. Like it's got some archaic decisions. But like for me, it's the tone of this game. Like is this supposed to be fun and lighthearted? Is this supposed to be serious? Like it feels like it kind of goes all over the place, and like it almost feels like a spoof of like Halo, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I
like
get
that
it.
trailer especially. Like I skimmed through it because like the first
Mm-hmm.
little bit, I'm like, this seems off.
Yeah. Like there's it feels very Marvel-esque. Like quippy one-liners and like, you know, there's no threat, there's no danger, there's no stakes. Like at one point I thought this was like a battle royale kind of game, like that they were kind of taking that before they did like the campaign evolved trailer. They're going to do some like, hey, here's a battle royale and it's quippy and fun, but like it didn't come across as like the serious tone that the first game had.
Yeah, because the first one was quite serious, epic. But
I mean,
yeah.
I think even like among some, like, I'm not going to say all Halo fans, but I think even among some Halo fans, they're just like, did we need this?
Yeah, I don't know. I
I don't think a lot of people are necessarily
it.
looking for another redo of this game.
No,
I think the thing with Halo is Halo's in the same spot like that we were talking about with Sony, where it's just like it needs a break, right? Like we're like,
And
I
they
feel
don't
like
know
the
what to
Halo's
do with
been the
it,
more
and they
consistent.
feel like they have to make something with it just to keep things going, so they can make some money back, right?
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
it's the anniversary of the console, and it's like the main original game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They probably felt an obligation.
Yeah. I don't know. And then like Residence of Plague Tales Legacy, like, oh, looks so good.
God, that's one of my favorite franchises.
Wait, Chris
Plague
likes
Tale
that game? I didn't know.
God, that's like, God, if that wasn't coming to Game Pass, that's a day one purchase for me, like easily. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that looks so good.
But I
And
mean,
then we can
Kaylan,
skip
you
Persona
were
4.
super into Persona 4, right?
Skip.
I mean, I'm happy it's being remade because I just played the third remake and I didn't want to have to go back to an inferior version of 4, and now there's going to be a remake, so I can just wait for that.
Yeah. I
Like,
will
guys-
say, like, I was surprised by the fact that there were a couple of games that, like, I didn't expect to like as they started going, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, damn, I need this. Like, Join Us actually looks really interesting.
I was so excited for that game. I'm like, this is Cult of the
I know
Lamb.
Kaylan's in
2.0.
from Cult of the
I'm
Lamb.
down
She's
for
like, oh
starting
my
another
God.
cult. I'm down for another cult. Let's start it. We're gonna go full like Jonestown. It's great.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I like the trailer for it too. It was like kind of funny. Like it
gave-
knows what it is.
It gave me very much like what's the game I'm thinking of? It's Saints Row. Saints Row vibes of like meets Cult of the Lamb, and I'm so down for this.
It's Saints Row with Cult of the Lamb in, like, the Far Cry 5 world.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I am so down for this.
Yeah, it looks so good. It looks just like fun, like goofy. You're not going to take
Looks
it
dumb and
serious.
stupid, yeah.
It has 4-player co-op. Like what?
Well,
Let's
yeah.
go run a
some-
cult together.
Like, somebody else has got to, get somebody
No.
telling you. Think I'm
You
going to do
can't-
all
no.
the work? Come on.
No, there can only be one leader. This is a single player game in my opinion.
Well, yeah, it's Tentacle Monster. Like, that's the leader.
Yeah. So yeah, I was really excited for that one. For me, like the one of the games that was surprising for me was Magicians, the Devil's Deal.
That was the other one.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
super
gonna say,
cool.
yeah.
That looks really cool. Kind of like
I
Dishonored,
thought,
but
I
you're
thought
a
it was gonna be
magician.
like I
yes.
thought it was Clockwork Revolution for half a second. Then I'm like, no,
I
this
did
is
too.
something else.
Yeah. And this is the thing. Like, I felt like Xbox was coming with a whole bunch of new, innovative
Yeah,
titles.
exactly.
That like
Yes.
this is what PlayStation needed. Like, come up with some cool new stuff. It doesn't have to be super realistic, and I think that's what Microsoft is doing very well. Is that a lot of these games aren't going for hyper realism movies. Like,
I mean, you could
like,
make an argument that this is kind of Bioshocky, to which I go, yeah, but Bioshock's been gone for a while. I think that makes sense now.
100%, and we're missing it.
They were like, you know what, we can do both Bioshock Infinite and like Bioshock 1, but on land. So here's Magicians for the OG ones, and then here's fucking Clockwork Revolution for the Infinite fans.
Yeah, I really like this one. And then Metro 2039. Oh, so
Nope.
down for Metro.
Nope.
Oh, I love Metro.
I don't like horror games and stuff. I'm with you, Adam, but there's something about the Metro games that I actually really like.
Oh yeah, I forgot to
Yeah.
ask because we glanced over that with State of Play. Kaylan, what did you think about Ill?
No, not my thing.
Fuck that game. Fuck
Not
that.
my thing.
It's
Nope.
gorgeous.
Nope.
It looks perfect, and I will never go near it. It is. You can.
We all
scary
collectively
babies.
went, that trailer was fucking amazing. You will never see me play that
Nope,
game.
I'm out.
No, it's
I am
making $0.
out. Thank you.
Right? It's gonna just Twitch streamers will play it for Patreon money, and then it will never make another dime. It's way too scary for humans. Oh my god.
Also, is Bad Magpie just the sequel to Untitled Goose Game? I feel like they're very similar.
No, it's that friggin' Eggtastic game that the
Eggtastic?
two geese are going with the nest from the Summer Game Fest. That's the Untitled Goose Game too. That was the funny thing. Yeah, there were a couple of games that were like in that same style. Where we're like, we see what homework you were copying off of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Crazy Taxi? I don't know how Crazy Taxi... Like, how do you make a Crazy Taxi game in 2026?
You just make a
You
crazy
make it
taxi game.
4K.
But my question is, like, how does it translate from an arcade, play for 2-3 minutes and move on to, hey, here's a game that you can play for a couple hours?
I think it'll have, like Forza Horizon has constant updates where it's like, hey, this week it's winter now, so here's a bunch of challenges, here's a bunch of winter stuff. It's only there for a week, and then it's gone the week after. Sonic Cross Worlds, or whatever it's called, the racing game, is actually doing the same stuff. There's events every week. I could see this having that. Not like paid battle pass kind of crap, not like live service. Just every week they add new challenges, add new
I think
stuff.
they will also put like whatever the core gameplay is. They will also put a classic mode that is literally just the timer. If they don't do it,
for
they've
sure.
already failed.
Oh, they'll have like a classic.
Here's the thing that
challenge
they
mode or
better
something.
do, though. I know that this is going to piss some people off, but there better be licensed stores and restaurants in this game like the original 2. There better be a Pizza Hut somewhere.
I'm sure they'll have something.
Yeah.
Music for sure.
No. Music's already the expectation. That is literally the bare minimum. There better be, like, I don't know if it doesn't have to be Pizza Hut, but there better be, like, I don't know, a fucking
Chipotle.
something, right? Like, I need to see, like, an Arby's sign somewhere. Like, there better be something obvious in that.
You don't even see an Arby's in real life. Don't expect to see it in this game,
I know of one.
right?
Look, just
Me too, it's probably the
because
same one.
I like Arby's.
I thought Valor Mortis was pretty cool. I'm not saying it's good, but like that one I was interested. Like that Napoleonic thing kind of gave me like an Avowed meets
I'm still unsure about it because it seems like a first-person Soulsborne kind of vibe, and I'm not sure yet.
yeah.
Was there
there's just
anything
so many
else?
games.
Oh, Vivarium looked very interesting to me because it had that like old kind of cartoons kind of vibe
Yeah.
to it.
That was an Adam game for sure.
But other than that, yeah, I was so disappointed because I genuinely thought they were going to put something really cool at the end, and then it was just like, here's Modern Warfare 4, and I'm like, guys,
Yeah.
you had it. I could have given
But
you
they've
an
got
A, and I had to put a B+ at that. I'm like, you ruined it.
There's going to be Call of Duty for a while. That cost them a lot of money to buy.
I don't know.
I don't
but-
have a problem with them doing it, but remember the one year where they put it like somewhere near the beginning where they were sitting in like a dock, like warehousing area?
Yeah.
It's like trying to show like,
Yeah.
oh, here's the scope of it, and they had everything painted on a fucking like massive cargo container. It didn't have to be at the end. This time around they're like, yeah, we just got Call of Duty. I'm like, guys, like some of the cool things you showed us could have been at the end, man.
But like I look at it and I don't know if there could have been like. There's nothing that stands out that it's like this is a showstopper, with the exception of Clockwork Revolution. But we've already seen it, so
Yeah.
like,
Well, they
what
could
would
have
you
done
put
it.
there?
Well, now that I think about it, let me see.
Yeah, I think Kaylan's right, actually. Because, like, I loved Senua, like the Hellblade sequel. That
honestly,
was
like,
like
if
a
I'm
new
being-
announcement, but you can't have that at the end.
Like,
If I'm
you
being
could do-
technical, unless Magicians isn't first party, I think that could have done.
I
don't
think
think
it's
it
still.
would've been,
I think it's a little niche, but like the games that like would justify, one last thing would be things like Gears of War E-Day, which we knew was there, Fable, which we've been expecting,
Yeah.
and then there's nothing else that's like Sony first party
Like
that
Call
it's like,
of Duty,
hey,
unless you're like the only game, it's like the only game you play. Like this isn't a one last thing to me. Like you could have put any, because it's not like it's a new game either. Like we knew this has been a thing for a while.
Yeah. We hadn't seen
I
it,
just
though.
feel like that spot could have been better served for something like to end with a bang. Whereas this thing was just like, guys, we've had like 25 Call of Duty campaigns. Like we know what this looks like.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, I think it just is that they didn't have anything else. Because it has to be something we haven't seen before. You can't just put Fable again. It's like, that was the one last thing 3 years ago. That's just kills
What they
it.
couldn't even think of like something for Elder Scrolls 6 to throw at us.
Yeah. See, that
It's been like 19 years since we saw that trailer.
Yeah. If they owned Persona 6, that would have been great, but that's not
My
them. They're not
favorite
Atlas.
thing is people that are not familiar with Persona going, they didn't show a fucking thing for Persona 6, to which I go, that's a Persona announcement. That is nothing new. That is every single time a new Persona game gets announced. You get to know nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, for me,
But
this
yeah.
is my number one showcase of this week.
Oh,
Easily
easily
number
number one. Easily
Yeah.
number one.
Yeah.
Like 1 and 2 there's a massive gap in between.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing. Like, my number 2, 3, and 4 like aren't even close to Xbox. That one's so far ahead. It's crazy.
Yep.
All right, so then we move on to the Ocarina of Time Direct, because honestly, that was one of the only things that
No,
I cared about
do
with this thing.
not call it that. It like that does not get to have the title of Ocarina of Time Direct.
No. Okay, well, what was there?
A bunch of like weeb JRPG stuff. That's what it was there.
Yeah,
I mean, I was
games
pretty happy
that already existed. Yeah, go on.
Right?
I
Well,
got. Yeah.
Go ahead, Chris. This, I feel like you were the most excited, so why don't you drive this ship?
So it was still the more I've thought about it, this is probably like my least favorite showcase of all of them.
It'd
Like,
still
I'll
be
have
last
to-
even without the narrator, but yes.
Oh my god, let's talk about that narrator for a second. Chris, are you going to defend this narrator for a second?
No, it's just it doesn't bother me because it's been the same narrator for so long.
This is
And they haven't learned.
this is like a 5-year-old telling a computer how video games work. Like fight the enemies to
I'm
get
pretty
to
sure
level
it's
up.
not. I'm pretty sure it's not AI, but it
No,
might
it's
as
a
well
person.
be at this point.
No,
Yeah.
but like Nintendo, who the hell is this for? Like, are you trying to describe to like my grandparents what a video game is? Like, fight the enemies, collect the power-ups, and get stronger, save the world. Like, oh my god, I know how
Yeah.
the video game works, Nintendo. Thank you.
Maybe
Yeah, I
it's a
think
thing
that-
that's normal for Japan, but like you think Devin, this new girl that's running Nintendo of America, would have been like, guys, this doesn't work here. Just show the trailers.
No, I think
But who-
it's
and who did-
Nintendo.
But who does Nintendo think is watching this at 10 o'clock on a Tuesday? Like,
All the adults are at work.
Shareholders.
it's either shareholders, it's adults who like can watch it, but like my kids aren't watching this stuff. Like they don't need to be explained to like how video
Like
games
it
work.
sounds like somebody's just sitting in a cubicle, just reading like the back of the box.
Yeah, I'm very indifferent with the announcer. Like, it's not like I say I like
Of course,
him.
you're
It is-
indifferent.
It is like we're being talked to like we're children, but it's
We're being
Nintendo.
talked down to. That's the problem.
I just assume Nintendo assumes everything has to be so child friendly because
I am a
they're
professional
Mario.
ass gamer who hosts a gaming podcast. I do not need to be told how bosses work.
Yeah, can we
But
get like
we're
a separate
talking about
stream
it.
with like the no narrator stream?
No narrator stream. So just no narration and thumb war only. Got it.
Yeah, because that's another thing. How fucking bizarre are Nintendo Directs like normal? Because Chris, you watch probably more of them in full than we do.
I
but,
feel like I've never missed one. Yeah.
It's very jarring to me that they're like, okay, here's this really awesome new Rhythm Heaven game, and then here's a shitload of ports, and also, hey, you want to watch 5 minutes of us thumb wrestling?
Here's the thing: it's not even live. They could have done a second take where he wins.
Yeah, they let him lose, and they're like, "That's the take."
Some
He was probably
intern's
like, "Oh,
pissed at him, and it's just like, you know what? No, fuck you. We're gonna go with this with the take where you lose.
It's probably the narrator fighting him, being like, you made me read all of this fucking shit.
He actually has such a deep voice in real life. Like it's like Jason Momoa, but
how you doing?
but he's got to put.
No, it's just
Stop,
because that's how
we're
dead his
gonna
voice was after
Yeah.
after literally reading the back of 37 boxes.
Yeah. So with the thumb wrestling thing, it was too long, but it is not shocking to me because to me, I'm thinking all the way back. Think even just E3, like you got Reggie coming out saying his body's ready and then using the Wii balance board. You've got them coming out like there's always the demonstration of the products, right? They have to demonstrate it because they think they've like cured cancer with a Nintendo.
Well, no, because they think we're idiots and we don't know how video games work, so they have to show us.
No, they know we know video games, but nobody's thumb wrestled in years. It's crazy. It's a new thing.
I like to imagine that that Nintendo's just sitting in a boardroom, like on a Friday, cracking beers, and they're like, "How fucking weird do you think we could make this, but still get away with it? Like, how far can we go?" And they're like, "No way, we could put a thumb wrestle in there, and they're gonna go with it." And like, yeah, we could do it. We could do it. Let's do it.
You know, that wouldn't surprise me.
Like,
yeah.
how far could they take it before people are like, "All right, Nintendo's lost their goddamn mind."
Oh, yeah, that was pretty funny. I'm not
Same
gonna
well,
lie.
I'm super excited about a new Wii Sports Resort. Like,
Me
the
too.
thumb wrestling looks
Yeah,
stupid,
they're
but
always
like,
fun games.
Yeah.
I might actually pick this up so I can play it with my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
Like,
play this.
I have no interest in playing basketball or like jet skiing like this. Like,
Yeah, there's always like 3 games out of like them all that you're just like, I will touch this once just for the achievements, and then you will never see me again.
fuck you! I'm not holding my Joy-Con and just going.
Like you guys remember in the original resort where there was just the marathon one where you just ran around the island and you're just like,
Yeah.
why am I
I-
doing this? I'm not playing Wii Fit, asshole.
Nintendo's got to be very careful sometimes with the gestures they use and they take a video of it. Also, does Nintendo how skateboards work? Who's skateboarding on the grass?
It's a hoverboard.
No, it's not. It's
No,
got
it's not.
wheels.
I'm not
Hoverboard.
gonna-
Yeah, this is the one right here. Like, no, like, I'm not doing... What the hell is this?
No. Also, why is it... This is just pilot wings, and they're like, we don't want to make a new pilot wing, so just throw, like, one plane level into
They
there.
ran out of ideas because now jump ropes in there.
We don't want to make Wave Race
guys.
64, make one, like, jet ski level, like, Wave Race. Just throw it all in here.
Honestly, if they were smart, if they really wanted to do something cool with this, like, they should be partnering with, like, the Olympics to make, like, a game with all these things.
They already did in Mario and Sonic.
Yeah.
No, like, but just, like, in this style.
Yeah, but then they couldn't do thumb wrestling. I don't know if that's an official Olympic sport yet.
Yeah.
It's Olympic thumb judo.
Yeah. So for me, there was a few things I liked because of the JRPG weebiness. I was really excited about Final Fantasy Resonance until Adam broke the news to me that it is part of the Bravius Exvius, whatever the fuck that gotcha
Brave
game on
Exvius,
mobile
like,
is.
got mobile games.
So it could still be really good because Octopath Traveler 0 was a gotcha game and they've just started from scratch and remade it as like an actual real game that you just buy and there's no gotcha mechanics and all that shit. This could be amazing or it could be crap. It could go either way. So now I'm like very like cautiously optimistic. I love the graphic style. Adam and I have talked that Square Enix is overusing this, but the thing is, some of these scenes are like even more intense. They're like not just like the old school Super Nintendo pixel art. They've got like some battles with some mages and knights and stuff in the forest and stuff, and it's like even higher quality pixel art and that kind of stuff. So super excited for that. Fire Emblem Fortune Weaves. I cannot wait for another Fire Emblem. I'm
very
excited.
upset that I'm never going to play this game because I will never get a Switch 2 at this rate.
Yeah, no, that's what happens. And I'm going to play it, and I'm going to talk about it so much on the podcast, so much.
I'm gonna buy it and play it just to spite you, Adam.
No, you're not. Shut your
I'm gonna do a
face.
hate play. I'm gonna do a hate play.
That would be so amazing. I will buy it so that Kaylan can have it. I will buy it for him to do this.
It's
I have
not
no idea
April.
what's going on. I'm not enjoying this, but I know Adam's not.
Kaylan, it's not April, so you're not going to do this.
Oh, imagine though. Imagine. He's like, honestly, it was like Gladiator, but anime. It was great.
Can I also note how silly it is that 4 of the characters, you can choose between 4 heroes, and this is like a Colosseum thing. So you have a spear guy, a swordsman, a queen who I think fights with who's like probably the most muscular of all of them and fights with his like twin blade, and then a fucking dancer.
There's always a dancer, man. Even Octopath Traveler, every time one comes out, one girl is a dancer, and she fights with her dancer.
Sorry, she's a bard. I forgot.
Oh, see, they go. You can sing. That's very Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
But like, this bitch is gonna win on her own in a call. It's like, no, guys, come on now. Let's be real.
know.
She's not like she's gonna beat the final boss because like you have to fight like the final boss with like your main character, and it's like, wait, you're gonna have me believe that like the magician's gonna take this like fucking like yoked up dude at the end or something?
Yeah, of course, because she could have the power of friendship or love or believing in herself, whatever BS they have in this JRPG game.
Yeah. Adam, you played
No,
Fire
it's
Emblem. You know how it
it's the power of marriage because it's gonna be nothing but
Whatever.
shipping.
Something like that.
goes. Yeah. I'm so excited for that.
I can't imagine which person the most of the guys are going to be picking in this game though. It couldn't
I'm
possibly
going to be the hot
like
girl.
the dark skin like queen that's just death by snoo snoo vibes. I'm sure no one's going to pick her.
No. Actually, I might go with the bard. I'm not going to lie. Just to
Yeah, now
Just see where it goes.
see where it goes.
Can I bring up what the hell was Big Walk? I have no idea what this game is.
Oh no, Big Walk is going to be fucking amazing.
Yeah. I think that's
Is it
already
really?
on PC. I think
Yeah.
that's either already on PC or
No,
it was
it's
on
not. It's
beta.
not out yet. Because if so, I would be making all of us play it right now.
Oh yeah, no, okay, it's not out yet. I've just seen it, but I think I saw it last year on Wholesome Direct or something.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's being developed by the same guys who did Untitled Goose Game. Like it's their actual next game, and it's basically just like it's a go and do shit. Like just go and walk around and chat with each other and do weird shit. Like there's puzzles. You can just explore the area. Like it's a literal just sandbox of you just going around and being dumb.
I was not mentally prepared for that game so early in the morning, and I was like, what the hell is... Nintendo is sitting there every one on Friday being like, how fucking weird can we get before they start calling us out on this? We got the thumb wrestling, what else can we do?
Big Walk's not that weird in comparison. Come on now.
Yeah, Big Walk actually looks pretty fun. I was super excited for Tales of Eternia remastered. I know neither of you play Tales of games. Kaylan definitely doesn't play Tales of games. But the thing is I'm so excited for this because they've finally gone further back and started remastering the games that actually need it the most. The most furthest back they'd gone before was like the GameCube era. A lot of the games are actually like PS3, Xbox 360 era, where they use like getting a remaster is great. Re-releasing them in modern consoles so they can be played again is great, but these other games from like PS1 era and stuff, like they really, really, really needed it. So Tales of Eternia remastered, I'm so excited for, because I finally get to play it without like having to get some like really crappy ROM or something off the internet and trying to get it to work. So
Yeah.
I'm
Look,
really
I
excited.
didn't have much to say. I'm just glad that Pokopia guys are, they have something new to do because Lord knows they haven't been sucked in enough by that game.
Can we talk about, like, Nintendo clearly has no idea what to do with Donkey Kong Bonanza because like,
No, they don't.
that's just a wasted potential there.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
The
think they
DLC
know.
is weird.
Either they just haven't worked on anything, or they don't know what the heck they're doing with some of their franchises. Because the fact that Mario didn't have anything was kind
During
of
his
surprising to me.
40th anniversary. Yeah. It's weird that there's no Mario at all.
Well, I think Nintendo's just having so much good press, and there's just going to be one day. And I just picture this in my mind of like Mario's, like Nintendo's just being like, "Oh man, we're in a dark place. What else are we gonna do?" And they're like, the camera creeps over to like a shadow, and it's just like a guy, and is like taking a drag. He's like, "Let's go." They're gonna just drop Mario.
Now that's a trailer. That's how you introduce a game.
Let's fucking go.
And it's just Mario
Wait,
Kart 10.
Pedro Pascal's reprising his role?
Pretty much, yeah.
I love that SNL skit.
But yeah,
Yeah.
looking through everything that came there, like almost nothing seemed unique for what Nintendo's been doing. Just it's a lot of ports.
There's so many ports, and I feel like Capcom paid.
Which that's honestly great if you're only a Nintendo console holder, by the way. That's fantastic, the amount of stuff you're finally getting. But
Yeah.
like, if you're watching this hoping for new stuff, you're sitting there being like, okay, guys, I
That
know
was
this
my
game
experience.
exists. Can we get on with it, please?
This was my problem because like I am not a JRPG game person by any stretch of the imagination, and I'm just like bored. Like,
Well, even if
where's
you
the next
take
thing?
those
Where's the next
away,
thing?
there's still like 30 other games to flip through that have already been released, like anywhere between 2 to 18 years ago.
Yeah, like one of the games was Rise of the Tomb Raider, the second game in that trilogy. So I guess
Metal
the first
Gear,
one must be on
Metal
there.
Gear Solid Master Collection's now on there. It's like DayZ
Although-
was showed on this. I'm like, wait,
Although,
what?
I have to say, Warhammer 40k, Space Marine 2 being on there, like, I'm like this. If nothing else, this
I mean, it's
showcase
going to be
showed.
on there. How's it going to run on there? Is the question.
Well, this is the thing. It, like how it looked on there looked pretty good. Like the capability of the Switch is kind of impressive.
Yeah, it's got that DLSS upscaling that no other handheld has, or console actually.
Yep.
So yeah, like that one was cool. But like Devil May Cry 5 Complete Edition is now being
Lies
ported.
of
I'm like,
P.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Liza P's pretty new. That one I can.
No,
maybe
it's the
see.
first one.
Yeah, it's like the PS4 version.
Right.
Like them taking a lot of time up for Xenoblade. Sure, they did announce Xenoblade Genesis, but like they spent a lot of time just being like, and you get to play all the first 3 ones. It's like, yeah, we're Nintendo console owners. We have already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Gotta pay
there's
for
stuff
the
like that
upgrade,
where I'm just
so.
like, guys, this didn't need to be like a couple minutes each. You could have breezed through these.
Yeah.
Because they used
Oh,
to do
definitely.
that. They used to have this like section where in 5 minutes they would just throw like 20 things all at once.
It's called the scissor
quickly go
reel,
through
guys.
it.
They still had it, but it wasn't for like their own stuff. It was like the third. That's where the Tales of Eternia was just thrown in. That's why I was like, wait, why was that so quick? That's like a brand new announcement. Was that already shown somewhere else? Because I would have seen it.
No.
Yeah, so it's like they breathed through some stuff, but then
Because
spent
like
all this
realistically,
time on
what was
Capcom
the
ports.
unique stuff this time? It was Rhythm Heaven, it was Pokemon Pokopia DLC, and then Zelda.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest. I'm super excited for Star Fox. I know we're not going to talk about it too much, but I'm excited for it because
Well,
I
now
never
that
got,
Nintendo, so
yeah. Well, I didn't play like I played Star Fox like at my friend's house, but I never owned it as like a kid. So I'm very excited to play it, and this is once again one of those ones I can play with my kid, and it's
Oh, yeah.
easy enough for him that he could play it too. So like super
Yeah.
super pumped for that.
Oh, I'm so excited. I actually have
looks
a
so good.
theory. I have a theory that they actually had planned on revealing the game at this direct, which
Do you
would
think
have
this
been
could have been the
huge.
one more thing at the? Oh no, well Zelda still would have been, but do
They
you
had
think this would have
Zelda,
been
but
like
I
maybe
think
their
they
opener?
threw that together at the last minute because it all got leaked in April that Ocarina of Time and Star Fox was being worked on 2 remakes. And I think they threw that direct together in April to try and get ahead of the fact that it leaked instead of like letting it sit for 2 months. Because if
Do you think
about
had
it,
those reveals not come out that maybe Splatoon Raiders might have been the one last thing they put in? Because otherwise, like, there's not much else to the show.
I think their one thing was going to be Star Fox. I think that's what it was going to be. Because if you think about it, the demo came out today and it releases in 3 weeks. How
You know what?
huge
Yeah, that's
would
fair.
have today's Direct been if the one more thing was we're remaking Star Fox, the demo's available today, and the game comes out in 3 weeks? Surprise. Like, that would have made this one of maybe like the best shows, especially if they still kept in the Ocarina of Time remake. Not the best one, but it would have made it like...
It's good, it's not that good, Chris.
It would have been very, very huge of them to have like something drop so soon versus like, hey guys, Fable's, coming out next year, we're pushing it again. Like, don't be wrong, Xbox would have been number one no matter what, but yeah, I think it would have been huge, and I think that's what they were originally planning to do, but they panicked in April because of the leaks and then put all of it into this like last-minute Direct, because they announced the Direct in April the same day that it aired. It was like, hey, later today at 5 o'clock, there's a Direct, and it's like, what? What are you talking about? So, yeah, I think they screwed up. I think that's
but
what
it's
happened.
okay. They saved it for Kaylan. They saved it because Kingdom Hearts 4 got announced.
I can't believe that this is the only Kingdom Hearts 4 news we got. It's been years, and it's only in the Nintendo Direct of all places. And
it was basically
didn't really
nothing
show
new,
anything.
and also, man, as someone who actually gives a shit about this series, these trailers they've been doing for it has done nothing to make me give a shit. Because now
it
it's
does
like
not look good.
it's lost the whimsicalness to it. Now it's just like, now we're in real Japan, and I'm like, why? That's not why we liked the game. We liked it because we were in Disney Worlds doing dumb shit.
Yeah, well, now they're actually just outside of Disney Japan headquarters. That's actually it. That's
okay.
the
You know
world.
what? Exception to the rule. If most of the game takes place at Disney World Japan, I'll take that exception.
Tokyo Disney, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
That would be pretty cool.
but they won't,
Mind-blowing, but yeah.
because that would be a good idea.
Yeah, that'd be fourth wall shit. I don't know if they'll... I doubt they're actually doing that. I don't know what the hell's going on here. This
Does the
doesn't
combat look
to me.
good?
Like,
Sure, but like,
yeah. But
I've played enough of
the
them now
vibe-
that I don't know if I need this again.
No, I would if it had cool Disney worlds or something in it, but this is literally a guy at work with a keyblade having to fight some monster outside his office. Like, what is this?
Also, that office is pretty empty on the inside. They take down the wall and it's empty as hell.
Yeah, the game looks like it's in alpha.
Well, Japan can be
alpha
pretty
build.
minimalist, so
You don't sit at a desk. You stand in this room.
But I guess that just leaves the last question, like, how do you guys feel about the Ocarina of Time remake? Because if I'm being completely honest, I don't care.
Oh, I'm
No.
very stoked.
Drip,
I'm not gonna
drip,
lie.
feed it to my veins,
Yeah.
straight shot it to my veins.
Yeah, I'm with Kaylan on this.
My frustration is, and this is where we're circling back to the beginning, is the lack of like. There's nothing to this. Like, we didn't get to see anything. Like, all we got is like basically a character model of Link, and we didn't even get to see like Link. We just saw like him sleeping, and it's like,
Yeah.
I want more.
I feel like this, like, I'm not a developer, so, like, no one in the comments destroy me, but I feel like this is something they could have put together in, like, the last week because they needed something for the last thing. And it's like, hey, make render Link in the engine we're working on. Like, I feel like this is so far out. It says 2026, which I don't believe because
Yeah, how
then
do you
where
expect
is
us to
more?
believe that when you couldn't be bothered to show like even a shot of like Ganondorf on the horse or something, right? Like,
Yeah.
Even
Or-
just walking through Hyrule or something like
Yeah,
that.
like Link's animation. Like, have they not animated him yet? Like, he can't actually move. He just lays there. I don't know. I'm super excited.
It looks so good.
It looks so good. And this is like my second favorite Zelda still of all time. Obviously, nothing will ever beat Link to the Past. But
Made of culture over here.
this, like, I need a new one of these because the
I love how I'm actually wearing
N64.
a Zelda shirt of all things too.
And you're like, what the fuck is a Zelda? Fuck this shit. No, I feel like this one needs a remake because it's clunky when you go back and try and play the N64
It is, yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Like,
well, and this is like the thing I kind of get hope from is that like it looks like it's being rebuilt from the ground up, because certain aspects of A Link to the Past wouldn't hold up today. Like if you think of like Hyrule Village, right? Like it was a pretty still image that you ran across, right? Like, so I'm kind of giving hope
that was kind of neat. I kind of wish more games would do that again.
But I kind of hope that like they're gonna rebuild it, that you actually can walk through the village and stuff. So.
yeah.
Like I'm happy if they rebuild this and put the effort that it's a full price game. Like I'll pay $80 for a full
for sure.
Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
If it's as the scale that it's looking like it's going to be, I can see this being their third big game of the holiday season, and I'm down for it.
Yeah.
But I just show us more, especially if it's coming out in less than 6 months. Show us more. But that's it.
Yeah. 100%.
I just don't understand why one of the most overrated games of all time has to get remade.
God.
I'm sorry,
and
what?
all the unsubscribes. All were unsubbed
You know what? No,
like crazy.
No. Go after him, comments. That's justified. Go get him.
What the hell?
Adam, I appreciate you throwing yourself onto the fire for our engagement purposes.
It's not overrated. I don't like it as much as everyone else does.
Yeah.
You have a hot take. He's back.
Nintendo Direct 4-4.
Yeah, it's the
bottom
worst.
of the barrel.
There's massive gaps between 1 and 2, and there's also a massive gap between 4 and 3 because I could not watch the Nintendo Direct in full. I was literally just skipping over and over again. Just like, show me something I care about, because I don't need to hear this narrator talking about the 14th port in a row.
Collect green potions to heal your health. It kind of reminds me of the old like South Park Stick of Truth, where they gave like the crappy like game advice. It's like deplete the enemy's health bar faster than they deplete yours. It's like that's how it felt like when the Nintendo Direct narrator was speaking.
Yeah, I definitely don't sit exactly where you guys are. This one's tied with Sony's State of Play or whatever for third. It's like tied for last place basically, because I have like 4 games on this I actually want pretty badly, and that's
I didn't care about numeric
same.
values. Just this show was a slog out of all of them. It was a slog.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah,
It goes back to what I said at the start of the show. Someone needs to call me, and I can tell you how to... Actually, you know what? Not even this. Don't even bother calling me. Just pay me some royalties for this. This isn't hard, guys. Here's what you do. You set aside an hour. You show one really fucking cool surprise at the start, and then you have a couple of really good games after that. Then you show a lot of your filler stuff that someone paid a lot of money to put on the show. You get your DLC ones there in the middle, and then the last 3 things, you start ratcheting it up. You do a big thing, you do a bigger thing, and then you do the thing that no one expected unless it gets leaked, because everybody leaks shit now. Yeah. But you know what you do the entirety of the show? Shut the fuck up. Show the trailer. If you have a brief, like, 30-second interview of, like, the developer saying some shit, fine, play that. Don't bring out Matt Mercer to talk for 5 minutes on length about stuff. Don't have Ben Starr fucking shilling out for Epic, even though we know they're losing a lot of money. And hey, guys, your one last thing should actually be a surprise and not something that we know already exists.
Yeah, well, minus the
It's
leak.
not hard.
Yeah, like
I think for me, the problem with the Nintendo was that like I was expecting Legend of Zelda, and it was like slog. And I'm like, at one point we were in the Discord. By the way, join at linktr.ee/PixelPlay podcast, and I was like, just get to Zelda. That's all I want to see. And then I sit through an hour, and it's like, here's a picture of a kid sleeping, and I'm like, okay, that's not going to. But it's like, here's a still image. It's like, that's it. That's what I waited for.
Yeah. If you weren't into JRPGs, which is the only thing that saved it for me, this was not exciting for the masses at all.
They all have their own problems. State of Play was just honestly, that show was actually pretty good. The problem was that they spent the last 15 minutes on God of War, but we're just going to drop you in, explain nothing, and you're going to be sitting there going like, who's that? What's going on? Where is she?
Yeah.
What's this fucking floating? What's this talking Cuban ribbon? Like, what's going on with all of this? And then it's just bam, God of War, and we're like, okay.
I don't even think that's the problem. I think it was the hype. I think it's like, hey, we're booking out movie theaters. Like, okay, that's big. That's like
that was that too. Because I thought this thing was gonna be like at least 90 minutes. And then when they were like, oh, we got one last thing, and I'm like, wait, it's like only been 45. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think it's like if they had just come and been like, "Hey, we're doing a state of play," we'd all been like, "All right, cool, whatever. It's a state of play." Like we would not have like tuned in.
Well, we would have
And we would've
expected still something because it was opening up before Summer Game Fest. We're like, okay, there's going to be something big announced here. But like, we wouldn't have gone and being like, oh, there's going to be something big announced here.
People were posting the menus from the movie theaters and speculating on what games were going to be there, and it's like, okay,
Yeah, that's
a little bit
good.
nothing.
Yeah, I think
Like, I think we were all going into being like, oh man, Uncharted 5 is actually happening, isn't it?
oh, yeah.
We thought Grand Theft Auto 6 was going to be in there. Like, that's how hyped we all got.
I'm surprised it didn't get shown anywhere, to be honest.
Well,
It's
I
because
mean,
they've heard you rant about it.
I mean, they don't need to, but like, I'm surprised they didn't even like put a feeler out to anything.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Yeah, I figured it would get its own fucking showcase or something.
it's Grand Theft Auto. They
But
don't
yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
They don't have to. They make their own show. They don't have to make an event. They are the event.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think
like,
it's-
my Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that I think the reason that Xbox pulled away so far from everybody else is they figured out the one thing that the other ones couldn't, and that was like variety. Because when I was watching the Xbox show, I never got disinterested. There was no point where it was like a low where I actually was like, oh, okay, I just got to get
Yeah, there's
through
not like
this to get
here's
to
the
next
seventh
part.
horror game in the last half an hour.
Yeah,
Here's like the
Yeah.
here's like the fourth Chinese Soulsborne in like 4 minutes,
Yeah.
like 15 minutes.
They had
And that's the
variety.
thing. Yeah, where it's like, because like Persona 4 came out, I'm like, okay, this is not my thing. I zoned out, but I got right back into the show quickly after.
Exactly.
Whereas,
Yeah, and
And
it's
it
not
was
like
all
it's not like it was here's a bunch of Japanese stuff all next to each other. It's like okay, here's that now here's something completely different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where Nintendo, it was all ports and like JRPG weebness for the entire thing in the middle, minus like the beginning and the very end. You have State of Play, which I think in the middle they just had a bunch of dark horror kind of shit.
Yeah.
And then you've got Summer Game Fest, where it was like every Chinese mythological Souls
Yeah,
like game you can think of, as well as some horror stuff. And it's just like same thing, same thing, same thing. So if it's your jam, like what happened to me with Nintendo, it's like, oh, cool. So for like 20 minutes, I'm entertained, while like 99% of the people watching aren't. And that's what was happening with horror or Souls-like fans with all the other ones, where me and Adam are like gouging our eyes out, waiting for 1 hour
And again,
of Summer
like-
Game Fest to end.
I know after Summer Game Fest last year and people were like, "Oh, you're just mad that you didn't get anything that you liked." I'm like, "Well, yeah." But like I've said it before, if this is the stuff that you guys are into, then you're eating well. The problem is I'm not. So I'm mad. At least Summer Game Fest this year, I had stuff to get into. It's just there was a
Yeah.
section where it was just so
Yeah, that
long
one
before it was
section,
picking
yeah.
back up again.
Yeah.
Because like State of Play, it was really good front to back, and then just God of War was just like, okay, this is cool, but like I need some explanation here, and then like literally the blog post came out right after. Summer Game Fest was great in the beginning, great in the end, just a lot of downtime in the middle because it's a 2-hour show, which you're gonna get.
Yeah, they need to shorten that by an hour.
Or even like half an hour. I think 90 minutes would be a good sweet spot. I think you could still fit a lot in there and it not drag on too long. But I think an hour of like a lot of Wuthering Waves, fucking X amount of Chinese games, X amount of horror games, like X amount of like friggin' live service, like half-ass garbage, like the RuneScape game looks like all this stuff. Like it kills your vibe. And then Xbox was honestly really, really good, and then just decided that, hey, we're going to spend 10 minutes on Call of Duty, that thing that everyone knows what it already is. And then Nintendo was just like, we're going to bore you for about 90% of it.
Unless you're me with JRPGs. And then
Dude, I love
was only bored
JRPGs, and even I'm like,
65%.
I'm like, guys, I've played all of these. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why
It's
Xbox,
like,
I think.
I'm glad
completely nailed
Nintendo
it.
fans get to play Metaphor and other games like that, but like as someone who's watching a stream front to back, like I don't care. You can do this way faster than having a 4-minute trailer that has the narrator explaining the entire friggin' synopsis of this game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we're all at least in agreement that Xbox killed it, which is fantastic because again, as we've said before, competition breeds better results for everybody. And if
I feel
Nintendo's getting back in the driver's seat again, that's good for everybody.
Yeah. I feel like Xbox won last year, too. Maybe even the year
Oh,
before.
before I forget, they did. There was a story that came out, I think, today with an IGN that said that Helix is probably going to be now less likely to be getting announced sooner than later because of the trouble they're having getting everything together to make this like a long production run.
Good.
Because of the RAM prices and shit. Yeah, I'm not
like,
ready for next
Good.
gen. Just
We don't need another gen console
No.
right now.
just
I mean,
keep
it's just confirming what we
optimizing
already
games
thought is
now.
like, dude, we shouldn't be seeing anything the rest of this decade almost, really.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Keep optimizing. Make another James Bond game. Take what you learned, make it run even better on the current hardware.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep slightly improving it. We don't need new. We don't.
That's a
We just
topic
don't.
for another. That's next week's topic.
Yeah, that might actually.
I just wanted to get that out now before like it's now a week's old news and when we do a little bit more on it. I just wanted to at least put that last little bit out. So.
Look at Adam. Breaking news on the PixelPlay podcast.
It wasn't breaking news. It was a few hours.
Shh, it's breaking
It
news.
was a few hours ago.
Well, you know what? Fine. I'll go check my game subreddit right now to see if there's any breaking news. Okay.
No, we're gonna wrap it up here. We're 90 minutes into this. We're getting into
But what if
Summer
Splinter
Game Fest
Cells
territory.
come out, Kaylan?
No, it's not. We're getting into Summer Game Fest territory. We got to wrap it up.
We got to run the Fortnite.
We don't wanna go full Keeley.
promotion. Actually, we have Ben
All
Starr
right.
here. He's going to talk for
You
20
can
minutes.
play
about Fortnite.
all of Destiny 2 now because they're putting out a collection. Bam! There we go.
That's not breaking news. That's
Perfect.
boring.
Link tr.ee/PixelPlay podcast. We post every week. We got other shows going on. Side quests on Friday. You know, we got the rigmarole. Thanks so much. Bye, everybody.